Hello, my name is Ryan Ferree, and this is my solo presentation for the Energy Group. Our group set out to ponder the various future possibilities of energy production in Phoenix. We hope to uncover the benefits and drawbacks of differing methods of energy production. As sustainability students, naturally we aimed our project towards the various benefits of green energy. We asked, what will be the most efficient and sustainable source of energy for homes in Phoenix? We analyzed a wide variety of trends that will certainly play a role in the future of Phoenix energy. We noticed that green energy and other forms of green energy have become widely known. Most people know the general concept behind a solar panel or a wind turbine. They know that these forms of energy production are efficient and not harmful to the environment. We also noted the improvement in green energy technology. Though these are positive trends, there were others that weren't so inspiring. Household solar panels are expensive, even with additional incentive from the government. This could play a huge role in the future of Phoenix's energy plan. Other notable trends were the instability of the Middle East and the resulting instability of oil export. Also, the rising temperature of Phoenix is something that we need to take into account as we look towards the future. Among our interviewees were a hydrologist, an energy specialist, and an ASU professor, all of which provided great insight into the topic. So many people lose track of the effects of energy production. Everyone knows of the harmful effects of a CO2-filled environment. It's harmful to breathe and it raises the temperature. The hydrologist brought to light other repercussions of energy production, especially the harm that power plants and refineries can have on our bodies of water. The energy specialist mostly warned of the dangers of focusing all energy production in a certain direction. We can't fully rely on solar. The professor talked on what universities can do to better shape Phoenix in the future. So moving on to our matrix, the x-axis of our matrix represents energy efficiency and the y-axis represents the low cost. Our high-cost, high-energy efficiency scenario discussed the results of the government making a rash decision to immensely fund a solar energy project. Though energy efficiency goes up, the government is financially strained and other parts of the city that rely on government aid suffer. Our low-cost, high-energy efficiency scenario detailed the challenges that solar energy companies will face from other energy companies. In the end, after a slew of court hearings, solar electricity prevails and energy proficiency of Phoenix improves along with the environment. For our high-cost, low-energy efficiency scenario, we detailed a scenario that plays out with oil companies gaining influence over the government. Their financial strength allows them to sway the government into investing into their companies rather than investing in green energy. This is costly in many ways. So for our low-cost, low-energy efficiency story, we detailed a worst-case scenario. Like the previous scenario, oil companies gain control over the majority of energy production. Phoenix's air begins to look as hazy as Los Angeles. Research efforts for green technology lose funding, and our future begins to look unstable. There were several key takeaways from our scenarios. First, many of the scenarios highlighted the difficulty of making changes to standing infrastructure. And this doesn't only mean physical infrastructure. The economic infrastructure is among the most important when planning Phoenix's energy future. Another broad takeaway from the scenarios was the nature of humans who seek instant gratification. Perhaps the hardest part of implementing a green energy plan is convincing people to trust in something that they may not see the payoffs for a couple of years. Going back to the idea of infrastructures, we must change the social infrastructure. We must somehow gear people towards accepting and wanting green energy. In all, I believe we uncovered a good message. By discussing diverse scenarios, we show that the future can go many ways. Future decisions will hopefully be guided by long-term thinking. Money is a powerful thing. Money will play an enormous role in the future of energy. We need to redirect our government spending towards green energy, but we must also be wary in doing so.